future now. Zanekin Studio.
Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Waikanae Beach in New Zealand. Along with me is our co-founder, Teza Ekholm, coming live from Colorado Springs in Colorado. Welcome to Zanekin Studio's weekly podcast. We are at week 9 of the weekly 7. Good afternoon, Teza. I'm trying to figure out what time zone. I'm just trying to figure out everybody's time zone here.
Right. That's right. Well, actually, it's early evening for me.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon from me.
Nice. Hey, so what was that music you put on?
That's our new intro. Isn't it cool?
Oh, splendid. I love it.
Yeah, we're going to have an outro at the end as well. So
Wow.
it's all part of our
Wow.
theme song. Our theme song's currently about 4.5 minutes, so I'm trying to trim it down to a 2-minute one for our theme song. But that came out of the song. So yeah, kind of excited to be doing this. So been very creative musically this week.
Very
I
nice.
don't play in. I play the piano this finger and this finger, and sometimes these other fingers come into play. As I can read the treble quite well, but the bass I've got absolutely no idea what that's doing. And I can play the recorder, but I play it cack-handed because instead of having, I put the wrong hand at the bottom.
You do? I
Yes.
didn't know you could do that.
You can, and you just got to stretch the little finger around a little further to get that little hole that's on at the bottom. My teacher tried getting me to do it the right way around, and my fingers just wouldn't work. They wouldn't lift on the right notes. So I
Wow.
play with the right hand at the top and the left hand at the bottom instead of the left hand at the top and the right hand at the bottom.
I never got those. I did the violin in junior high school and a little bit in high school, but then when we came to Colorado, there was no orchestra at the school, so they put me on French horn. Of course.
I never had any formal music lessons, I think, because my mother was traumatized with music lessons that she had to have as a kid. So, yeah, she didn't want to put me through that. I was eager to learn. And so she sat me, we had an electronic keyboard at home one time. She sat me down and said, this is middle C. This is where you find it on the music sheet. And this is how the notes go. And this is how they go here. And basically, I just self-taught myself from there. But it would be like, ding, ding. Look at the note, find it on the keyboard, hit it, get about 3 notes in a row, play them. Oh, yes, we've got 3 notes. It sounds really good. Okay, now let's go for the 4, 5, and 6. And that's basically how I've played.
Nice. Well, that works. So we're talking about videos tonight, but I suppose you could ask the AI to teach you to play the piano.
Oh, well, there's a thought, but I don't have a keyboard anymore. It didn't come down to New Zealand with me. Yeah, I never thought of. I could have been playing. I don't know, a lot better than I do now. That is a really cool thing. I had never thought of that, using AI to teach you to play an instrument.
Yeah.
Oh.
In your infinite spare time. But I love what you're doing. These are great. So Helen also designed the theme music for our open office hour on Fridays.
Yes.
So we debuted it in complete silence this week. So maybe the last
4 minutes and 30 seconds. We need to shrink it a little bit, and we need to do an intro and we'll do an intro, but the outro we'll think about that one.
Yeah.
Because it always happens that as soon as we say goodbye, see you guys next week, somebody comes up with a question. It happens every time. They suddenly think of a question at the very last second. So I'm not sure. Maybe if we put the outro on, then they can't ask a question. But then when they miss out on, everybody misses out on learning. So anyway, we're here for week 9 of the weekly 7, and this week we're talking short form video creation with AI made easy. And so if you've spent any time on social media lately, you've probably noticed one thing: short form video is king of the castle right now. Everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to get in on it. You've got TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels or Facebook Shorts. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. But for artists and creators and small business owners, trying to keep up with the advice to post 3 times a day can feel like a one-way ticket to Burnout City. But just wait, there is good news. You don't need a film crew or Hollywood budget anymore. With the help of AI tools, creating short form video can be faster, easier, and much less stressful. So in this week's Weekly 7, we are looking at how AI can make short form video creation easier and more sustainable, so you can focus on your message instead of getting stuck in the editing trenches. And trust me, I have been there. I don't like it that much. So Terza,
Yes.
I'm giving you question 1 today.
Oh, that's good. I'll do the odd ones.
Oh, you can do the odd ones. Okay. Can AI help with subtitles?
That is very odd. Okay. So subtitles, yes, those those things that happen at the bottom when you have the sound turned off, which I find refreshing. That's really nice because, well, I don't know if you ever do this, Helen, but I will wake up in the middle of the night sometimes and watch a video, and
I
so the
usually pick up my
subtitles are
Kindle
nice.
and read.
You read by candlelight?
No, I pick up my Kindle and read.
Oh, okay. I thought you said candle. All right.
I know
All
the
right.
accent can throw some words off, but candle, okay.
So the key points are a large percentage of viewers watch videos with the sound off.
So then subtitles is important then.
It is because unless most people lip read,
No.
the subtitles are very important, also known as captions. So the AI caption tools do generate the subtitles automatically. And the good news for us who are producing the videos or creating the videos, you can actually go and edit those because I can't tell you how many different ways my first name is spelled. So I do want to go and edit them.
Yes,
So
I have some interesting versions on that too.
Captions can highlight important words and phrases, and AI removes the need to manually type transcript. Well, that's good because I would never do it. Exactly. So why is this important? Because many people scroll through social media in silent environments such as offices, public spaces, or meetings, and might I add, airplanes.
And
Without
beds.
yeah.
And beds.
Oh, and beds. That's right. Without captions, your message may never be understood. So, if you think about someone doom scrolling in line at the grocery store while pretending to compare pasta sauce labels, they can't turn the sound on, but if your captions pop up with the right words highlighted, they still get the message. Your brilliant insight becomes a silent mime performance.
Oh, I like that.
So the practical takeaway is use tools like Submagic or CapCut or Opus Clip. I've heard good things about Opus Clip to
I haven't used that
automatically.
one, but like you've heard good things about it, just haven't used it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but you have used, I know, Submagic.
Absolutely. I use that a lot for putting captions on videos, doing the B-rolls of videos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that will also help to automatically generate captions. So Helen, can AI adapt scripts for each platform?
Yes, they can. Because as we've known, we've talked about this in the past, each platform has a different audience that watches them. And so the messages need to be created in a way that will talk to those audiences. So different platforms expect different tones, different styles. TikTok, I was going to say TikTok. No, that didn't. Yeah, TikTok tends to favor fast-paced, entertaining content. It wants you to go. It's not the slow stuff. LinkedIn audiences expect insights and professional value. Facebook is like hanging around a family barbecue in the backyard barbecue. So it's that casual environment. And AI can rewrite the same message for different audiences. This is where we use Marbleism for our weekly, we schedule our weekly social media posts, and we give it the same script. We give it the blog contents, and we say we need this blog broken down into posting one video a day per question. So all these questions are here with the Sunny House, our Marbleism social media guy, has created a question per day. He's got taking one question per day and created 4 different versions of it to fit the 4 different platforms that we post to: Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and what was the other one? Instagram, thank you. And then we just go through and we check the contents and everything else, make sure everything's okay, and then tell it to publish. But we've always got that interaction with it to do that. So yes, AI can definitely rewrite the same message for different audiences. So we give it one message and it transforms it into the ways that the different audiences on the different platforms will be able to understand it, which is awesome. And why this is important is because posting the exact same script across every platform often reduces engagement because each audience expects a different style of content. And if you think about it, you may spend time on different social media platforms, like I will do Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and TikTok. I'm not on X. And I will spend times on those, and based on my mood as to which one I will go to. If I need something to pick me up, I will be on TikTok. Oh, I also go on YouTube as well for YouTube Reels as well. So that AI can help with all of that as well. So your practical takeaway for this is use AI to adapt your core message. Ask it to rewrite a script as a high energy TikTok hook or a professional LinkedIn video explanation. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, it's awesome how it can do that. Like we said, we just write the blog and we give the blog content to Sunny and tell him create 7 posts, 1 per day, 1 per question for each of the 4 platforms. So he creates 28 posts each time, which would take us. And I'm thinking, and I think back when he comes in like a few minutes later and says it's done, go check them, and then I can go schedule them for you. And like I'll go and go through and quickly check them, make sure they're okay. Yep, they can post them, and and we tell him to post them at the optimal time for each platform, which is really cool because it then gets put in that optimal time. But to think back before AI came along to help us do this, how long it would take us just to do a day's worth of, we wouldn't even do them across 4 platforms. We would pick one and do it because it was just so much difficulty in trying to figure out, well, what language am I supposed to be speaking? Is it supposed to be fast? Is it supposed to be slow? You got to have these different personas in your head. But this has made it so much easier. So, Teresa, question 3. How do I sound natural using AI scripts?
Write them yourself? No, I'm sure. So here's what we do. AI does provide structure and ideas for scripts. So it's great for that. Personal tone should always come from the creator. Yours truly. Reading scripts aloud helps identify awkward language. And that's a super important thing. So if you read it aloud and you just know that's not something you'd ever say, or you wouldn't say it that way, don't do that. Editing conversationally improves authenticity. So this is important because AI scripts sound robotic or if they sound robotic or overly formal, viewers will quickly lose interest. So and it's not just that they might sound formal or robotic. Sometimes they use the same phrases and you just your ears go, that's an AI.
But it's not just that. If you're not putting your personality in there, like I tell it to make it sparkle, to add some sparkle to it. But when you're reading out loud, if there's big words in there that I don't like saying, I'll just go back to ChatGPT and go, are you kidding me? You put this word in there. I don't like this word. Change it. That does not sound authentically me. I don't use big words. And like there's some words that comes up with, I'm just sort of like, and I look at some of the words and I'm sort of like, because if I don't use a word frequently, I may not pronounce it correctly. I'll pronounce it phonetically, how it looks to me and how it should sound to me. Instead of like going on to Google or something and going, how is this word pronounced? And doing it that way. And I'm sort of like, no, that's just too complicated. Let's just change it. My mother has never forgotten how to spell lingerie because I used to say lingerie. And then I did one of my earlier podcasts, I did a 30-minute podcast on the Galapagos, but pronounced it Galapagos.
Oh man.
For a whole 30 minutes. And my husband when I went to check with my husband to see how it was going, how everything went, he's rolling around on the floor laughing. I'm going, what's so funny? He goes, it's Galapagos, not Galapagos. So some people may have understood what country I was talking about. Others would have gone, I've got to go check to see where the Galapagos are. I've never heard of that country before. So yes, it is important that the words that are in there are ones that you are comfortable saying.
Yes.
Because if you're not comfortable saying, then it's not going to sound like when people are going to go, that doesn't sound like Teresa, that doesn't sound like Helen. What's going on here? They don't use that sort of language.
Yes, and I probably will never sound like Gary Vee either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know that.
All right. So, a good test is this. If you read the script out loud and suddenly sound like a customer service bot who has just discovered mindfulness, okay, rewrite it. AI might give you a solid skeleton, but you still need to add the eyebrows, the grin, and the here's what actually happened energy. So, a practical takeaway for this is use AI for the outline and the key talking points, and then personalize the script using your natural speaking style.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, Helen, can AI help with video branding?
Yes. AI tools can store brand kits with colors and fonts. It can store your logos. It can store your brand styles that can be applied automatically. I have, like in ChatGPT, I have the GPTs created for different brands and different personas in there as well. So if I need to write in that persona, I will go to that GPT and say, I need da 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 da, and it knows to write the next thing in that. And if it's for a particular brand, I have a brand persona that has in there that I've created with the help of ChatGPT, the branding kit, the colors, the fonts, the logos, the branding style. And it's information that I can then upload to Canva and make a branding kit within Canva as well for that particular brand. So yes, it does help with that. And you can have a lot of output. Don't just turn around and say, well, here's my business name. I need a branding kit. AI will definitely come up with a branding kit, but it may be totally opposite to what you want. So you do have to be careful with that, like saying that that you want it to be in a certain colors, you want certain colors used, you want a certain style used. If you know some fonts, if you have some favorite fonts, maybe that might work for your branding. But it will look at what your business is because you've already told it what your business is, and it will come up with a branding kit based on what the information you've given it. But if you add in there that you like the color purple or you like the color teal and you like purple and teal together, it will come up with a branding kit around that as well. So yeah, it's great for that. And having your video branding kit is consistent visuals strengthen your brand recognition, and AI speeds up the repetitive design tasks, which is awesome.
Yes.
So why this is important is because consistent branding helps viewers recognize your content instantly, which strengthens trust and brand identity. So you see our little Zanekin Studio up there in the top above Teresa's head. That's our logo up there. Everything that we it's over there. I don't know which side she's on. They had me flip my camera around because they said everything I showed up was showing up backwards, even though to me it looked right on my side. Now it's totally thrown me. So I go, my picture's hanging up over there. You'll see that it's hanging up over there, but to me it looks like I'm pointing to my right, not to my left. But anyway, so getting that brand consistency is very, very important. We use our logo wherever we're doing Zanekin. We've got it there as a logo. We've got it as a watermark on all of our videos. It's any time we send anything out, it goes out with the logo on it or some sort of branding. Even our website, and I have to say, Teresa did an incredible job on our website. And she's even got the two-toned font going on the website as well. So if you look up at our logo there and you can see where it's kind of blending into different colors, she's got that same thing happening on the letters on our website, which looks incredible. So the practical takeaway is set up brand kits inside tools like Canva or Pictory so every video automatically follows your visual style. Get AI to help you come up with the ideas and things as well, because if you've been working with something like ChatGPT for a while, it gets to know you and you're constantly training it when you're working with it. And so it may have come up with some ideas for your business, your logo, your logo, your branding kit, even your taglines and all of that sort of stuff. It'll give you a slew of taglines to pick from, and it might inspire you to actually create your own tagline, because you might like a bit of this one and a bit of that one, so you put them together and there you've got your tagline. And there's been many times like it's given me suggestions and I'm going, I don't like that. And like I was trying to come up for a new name for a singer today. I've been very creative on Suno, where I've been writing the lyrics and dropping them into Suno to create the singer and the music and have the song sung like you've heard with our intro today. And so I've got one song that I want to publish really soon, but I need to have a singer's name. And so I've been going backwards and forwards with ideas with ChatGPT on names, and every time it brings up a list of names going, these are the top 5 that I like, and I'll go and check them. They're already songwriters, they're already authors, they're already movie stars and things like that. And I'm just like, I need it to be unique. So then it tries let's put American names with English surnames. Well, that one's a songwriter. That one plays NBL. That one's in the NFL. That one. I think I'm going to have to jump back into my genealogy tree again and into my family tree and find names again. That's how we came up with Brody Carmichael. Brody is my third great grandmother's last name, and my fourth great grandmother, and Carmichael is my fourth great grandmother's last name. And that's on one side of my dad's family. And Tui Ross, my other one. Tui's a New Zealand bird that I absolutely love listening to, and in my house here I get to hear it often, which is just. And then the Ross is, I actually descend from the Ross clan, so tapping into my roots. So I might have to go and do the same thing with my American singer and see if I can come up with a good American patriotic country name.
Well, you've definitely came up with the right voice.
Yes.
I can't wait for you to be able to share that one when the time is right. So
I know. So the name for that song is one I'm struggling with right now. Well, the song's okay. With the title it's got, it's the singer's name I'm trying to get. I'm even thinking maybe I'll just put him as the lead singer of a band. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway. So, Terza, question 5. Can AI help non-video people?
Yes. If you're talking about avatars, I think that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So AI avatars can present scripts on screen. I know because I spent a lot of time with Synthesia, which is really great at doing the avatars, as is HeyGen, which is the one that Helen experimented with. So text to video tools generate visual content automatically. I probably should have reread this one, huh? Text to video tools generate visual content automatically. AI voice tools provide natural narration. And, actually, Helen, there's a lot of good ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
Even in our own Go High Level, there's a set of avatars that sound pretty decent. So
I haven't played with those ones yet. I'm going to have to go give them a try.
Yeah. And in Canva, there are some, if you have the Canva Pro subscription. So AI voice tools provide natural narration, which is really nice. And then creators can produce content without appearing on camera.
This is great because there's a lot of faceless channels starting to pop up on different social media platforms where people don't want to be on camera, so they create a persona using AI or an avatar using AI, and there it is, and that's the one that does all their presentations and everything else.
Yeah.
And that's for people that don't want to go on camera.
Yeah. Which is how I started, actually. So
I like your fox.
You like, oh yeah, Finnegan Fox.
Finnegan Fox. Never remember the Finnegan part, but I always remember the fox part.
Finnegan rather than Finnegan because it's after Zanekin. Okay, never mind.
Oh, that made me remember it easier now.
There you go. Right. So this is important, not Finnegan. This is important because many creators hesitate to produce video because they are uncomfortable on camera. So we talked a little bit about this last week too. So the practical takeaway is use tools like HeyGen, Synthesia, or text-to-video platforms to create professional content without appearing on screen. And Helen, just today I read that OpenAI is going to input Sora, their video creation tool, into ChatGPT to make it easier.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
Ooh, can't wait for that one.
That'll be fun. So, yes, you can do this on Gemini. Gemini has some good video creation tools. ChatGPT did too, but they did it. I don't know why they did it separate, but now they're going to bring it back in. Claude, by the way, its genius may be doing automations and coding, but it does not do video creation.
Yet.
I mean, video or image creation.
Yet.
Well, that's true. Yet. And
we never know where they're going to go.
That's true. And Marbleism doesn't yet do TikTok or YouTube videos, but they keep talking about it. So
but then
stay tuned.
And actually, they don't do videos. So, yes, we can't do that. We can't download them and then upload them. No, okay. All right. Sorry, my brain went somewhere else on that one.
Well, we've made some with Galaxy.
Yes.
So.
And Galaxy, when they bring up when you turn around and say, I need to create a video, it brings up one. Do you want to go from text to video, image to video, or video to video, like to remaster a video or something like that, or audio to video is the other one. Yeah. But you have to watch the time limits on some of them because some of them won't allow you to do any more than like a 30-second video. And the other caution that you have to have with Galaxy AI is that when I had an image that I needed to create a video from, Oh no, I had the audio file that I needed to create a video from, and I wanted it to create the video to go with the song, but it wouldn't do. One of them wouldn't do more than a 30-second video. Then I found another one, and it wanted to use only their templates. You couldn't use your own templates or describe what you wanted. Well, you could kind of
another one that's
because it was meant to make it off the lyrics for the song. The problem is that the song had like a 15-second intro before it started on the lyrics, so it only heard the 15-second intro, so created it using their visuals. Which I was like, there's lyrics on the song. Why are you not hearing the lyrics? You're obviously not playing it long enough to hear it.
Yes.
So that's some challenges I came up with. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Grok is another one. Grok makes really good videos.
Oh, that's the one with X, isn't it?
Yes, that's the one with X.
Okay. So what's our practical takeaway on this one?
Well, using tools like the one, HeyGen, Synthesia, and text-to-video platforms, you can use those to create professional content without appearing on screen yourself.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah.
So, Helen, how many videos should I create weekly?
That is a really good question. Consistency is more important than extreme volume. So as long as you are consistent in posting, like everybody knows that if on a Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time is you're going to post something and just consistently do that every single day, then, the more content you can get out there, the better. Higher quality content builds stronger engagement. So don't just slap stuff together and go, oh, that looks okay. Make sure it still looks professional and represents your brand. If it's shoddy work, that's going to reflect on you and your brand. What are people going to want to spend time with you, spend money with you, or anything like that? No, they want those that look professional. And yet you can still be casual and look professional and have good quality. So as long as you got the high quality content, that builds stronger engagement. Your posting schedule should be sustainable. So if you've got something like Sunny that you can then turn around and say, I need you to post this, this, and this at certain times. But of course, it doesn't post videos. So that's something you're going to have to figure out. But be consistent with it. You can go into platforms when you're posting stuff and schedule them. So, and that takes time. Over posting can lead to burnout, because if you're posting too often, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what idea am I going to come up with next? You've got to think of that idea. You can use different prompts within ChatGPT to create the topics for you and the scripts for you and things like that. But it might get a little run down, a little burnt out, and a little tiring at times, especially if you're trying to keep up this fast pace. Work at a pace that is good for you. If you have only got 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there, use those 5 minutes to post stuff. It's important to trying to follow an unrealistic posting schedule can cause frustration and reduce content quickly. You can go from like your first week, you're like posting 3 times a day and it's going great. You're getting great engagement and people are starting to follow you. And you get to week 2 and it just starts, oh, I've got to go and post this and I've got to go and post that. And it just starts getting slower and slower until it basically becomes non-existent.
Make it fun. You got to make it fun. Keep making it fun.
I mean, I do a podcast every day. I've done the podcast every day for what's today? Today is going to be day 2,418.
You are amazing.
And I will tell you this, at the beginning it was a struggle because I got challenged to do a Facebook Live every day for a year. And I went, okay. And then on my drive home from LA to San Diego, I was in the car and I was going, I'm going to do a Facebook Live every day for a year? What the hell am I going to talk about? I'm like, every day for a year, that's 365. And then it dawned on me, this is 2019, next year's 2020. It's a leap year. Damn it. He's taught me into an extra day of 366. So I then had this internal argument all the way home back to my RV. So then I was like, well, I could talk about my RV life when I go traveling around in my RV. Then I can start talking about this, that, and the other thing. And it so happened, this was towards the end of July when it was issued to me. My parents were coming over and we were about to embark on a 27-day trip in my RV. The first trip I did in my RV, we did 3,227 miles in 27 days. I do not recommend that in an RV.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of driving. And I was the only driver. My dad could quite happily drive my RV. The problem is that he's driven in New Zealand all of his life. And so his reactions would be whatever he would do in New Zealand to turn the wheel in an emergency and stuff, and could end up causing, and that was his biggest fear. So I was like, okay, it's probably why I haven't driven in New Zealand, not been home 4 months. So I haven't driven yet. I don't even have a car. So, that's, I totally get it now, why he talks about that. So try and make sure that the posting schedule is realistic. When COVID hit, I switched to twice a day on the videos, doing the lives, because I wanted to give people a good start to the day and give them a good end at the end of the day. So for about a year and a half, I did twice a day, and that got to be tiring trying to maintain that. And I did it for 18 months. So I went back to doing one a day.
Yeah.
So your practical takeaway is aim for 3 to 5 videos per week, focusing on consistency rather than daily posting pressure. During the other times of the day, you can have Marbleism and have somebody like Sunny create different static posts for you to fill in the gaps, but just do 3 to 5 videos per week. So over 7 days, you could do one every other day.
Yeah.
That would equal 3, wouldn't it? 3 or 4, yeah. So, if you do it every other day, that's maintainable. If you want to do it every second day, that's fine too. But just be consistent and take off that daily pressure. If you want posts to go in between them, get Marbleism, get onto Sunny, and have them create the posts for you and schedule them on the days when you're not doing the videos.
Yeah.
So that's yes,
Excellent.
Great way to do. I'm actually enjoying using Sunny for our stuff, for our Zanekin stuff. It's kind of
He's so lively and fun.
Yes, and he comes up with these amazing graphics. Like he does the graphics that go with the text. We just give him the blog. Here's the 7 questions. Create one post per question to go on each of the different 4 platforms. And he comes up with the graphics that goes on there. He comes up with what comes underneath. And the call to action is always to come to this podcast on Sundays. So,
and he knows who he's talking to. I always laugh when I get on there and he says, Kia ora, Helen. I know Helen's been on here.
Yes.
But he always knows the difference between us. He never says that to me. So
yeah. But the best Kia ora, Helen, whenever he replies to me, it's kind of cute. And I do put Kia ora Sunny on there, so that probably explains it. Okay, you ready for our last question for the day?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Can AI reduce burnout?
Oh, yes, it does. It can. Yes, it can. Because, Helen, even if I can't come up with any ideas myself, I can always go to AI and say, write some silly ideas for me. And sometimes I do that on purpose because I want it to give me a bunch of ideas that I don't really want, but it gets my brain going again. So we had this thing that we did in art class. I encountered it as a student, and then I started using it as a teacher myself, which is sometimes, and especially if your students look nervous, the very first thing you do is you say, you explain the techniques or whatever you're going to do, and then the first thing you say is, now create the ugliest thing you can imagine. And they look at you really funny, and they go, okay. But then they really get into it. And then there's this little contest to make the ugliest thing. And then when they've done that, and we've all laughed and giggled over it, I say, now that that's out of the way, okay, now go make something that's more your style. Because now they've broken the ice. So
yeah, it's a great way to do it. And like you said, brainstorming is awesome.
Yeah.
I've even gone up to times with trying to get on my podcast and haven't had a topic. And I've gone to ChatGPT and says, I'm supposed to be getting online in about 15 minutes to do my podcast, and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I need some ideas, and they have to be quick to be installed. Don't send me to go create a lead page for whatever or anything else like that. I just need something there that I can go and jump on and talk.
Yeah.
And so then it starts coming. And I even asked it one time. I said, okay. I said to my team on ChatGPT, I says, I need some laughter. I need something to make me laugh. And so ChatGPT says, okay, team, Helen needs to laugh. Let's come up with the best jokes that we can find. They were the stupidest, most ridiculous jokes ever. And I was like typing back going, I haven't even cracked a smirk with this long. They go, okay, Helen's been a tough cookie today. We got to get this. It was actually funny. What was funny was not the jokes. It was what ChatGPT was instructing the team to do.
I love it.
I got more laughter out of that than I did their jokes, and they were the worst jokes I'd ever heard. I mean, they weren't even funny. They were really
bad. So you knew your jokes would have to be better.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, AI helps brainstorm video ideas quickly. And I never thought of asking, ChatGPT to ask the team to come up with jokes. That's good. Scripts and captions can be generated in batches. Planning content ahead reduces daily pressure,
Mhm.
and automation simplifies the repetitive tasks, which is really the name of the game these days. So, why is it important? Content creation becomes exhausting when every step is done manually, which is what we used to do. So, without a system, content creation can feel like cooking every meal from scratch 3 times a day. Well, I remember having to do that too, but not anymore. AI is not the chef, but it can absolutely chop vegetables, preheat the oven, and line up the ingredients so you're not collapsing on Wednesday wondering why your creativity has left the building. Okay. So our so our practical takeaway is batch your work, which actually I haven't quite got the hang of, but use AI to create several ideas, scripts, and captions in one session so your content pipeline stays full. And that's
Mm.
actually really handy. I just don't, I can use AI to batch its part of the game. My part, I'm not used to making video after video after video. So
Yeah,
I
I get
guess
it.
it's personal taste.
Yet some people will bang out 3 to 5 videos a day and not even bat an eyelid.
I suppose you can get used to it.
Well, that's them. They like being in front of the camera and they're quite happy. Here I am in the supermarket and let's go for a wander. And so, actually, I might do that one day because we have some American products on the shelves, but we have a lot of New Zealand products and Australian products there too.
Oh, nice. That could be fun.
That could be fun. There's an idea.
I like it. And Helen at the farmer's market.
Yeah, actually, we have a good one here. It's on a Saturday morning, and it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. But I have to be online to start work at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to be, and I've been down there once, and my parents picked me up just before 8, and we got there at 8 o'clock, and we got there and we did a quick 45-minute walk around the market. But I would have loved to have stopped and chatted with some of the vendors, and I didn't get.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of like, okay, I need to take a Friday in the States off work so I can go to the Saturday market and spend a couple of hours there. And just
Yeah.
talk to the different vendors and things and find out about their products, where they get them from, and because a lot of them are mom and pop stuff. And there's a person there who has bags of coffee beans, different types of various brands. And my mum's cousin, we met him there at the market the day we happened to be there. He happened to be at the market as well, and apparently he goes every Saturday and he goes and gets his coffee beans from this one table where they had several bags lined up of different coffee beans sourced from different locations and things. And there's a couple of people that have the fresh produce there. There's one that has cheese, and they import a lot of their cheese from Italy. And I'm like, why? But
Does it taste good? Did you taste it?
no, I didn't, but I could smell it before I got there. They had one cheese that was so overpowering. I could smell it over the coffee vendor that was making coffee a few feet from them. I'm
Wow.
standing in front of the coffee stand and I can't smell the coffee. I can smell the cheese. So I don't know what
Wow.
type of cheese that was, but it had a very strong smell to it. So, and this guy had this little camper set up there with the whole coffee thing with the flap up and all that sort of stuff. And you couldn't even smell the coffee he was brewing. So, yeah. And there's people there that have their crafts and stuff. And it was actually a really good little market. And I needed some local honey, and I got some local raw honey. And teaspoon of that a day. And in 3 days, my hay fever had cleared up. The cough I'd had for a couple of months had cleared up. And 3 days of a teaspoon of local raw honey a day.
Nice.
And in 3 days, it's gone. Yeah.
So with that, I suppose I can go to Brazil now because I've had raw Brazilian honey.
Yeah. It's a huge traveling trick that not many people know. If you're going to a certain area and you suffer from hay fever, see if you can find somewhere where you can get raw honey from that region, and take a teaspoon a day before you get there. It'll help build up your immune system.
That's a really great idea.
Mm-hmm. Somebody told me that one time and I wasn't sure about it, but it worked.
Nice. I like it.
When I got down here and I suddenly realized that I was having allergy attacks and not a cold or anything else respiratory. I said to my parents, I need to get some local honey from somewhere. And they said, oh, well, there's this market and we'll pick you up there. And so we went there, and the second stall in, there was this guy selling local honey. I asked him if it was raw or had it been processed in any way. He says no. He said no heat through it or anything, so it was totally raw. So I grabbed that, and it cost me $10 for a little jar, but it was local honey and it was liquid, and 3 teaspoons, 3 days, a teaspoon a day over 3 days, it was gone.
Yes, I remember that. So
Yeah, when I
yes,
had the froggy throat and everything and could
every
barely
day.
talk at times, and that was all hay fever related.
Wow. And
Yeah,
honey fixed it.
and honey
Local,
fixed it.
local raw honey.
Local raw honey had, and then the guy was actually located in Waikanae and had his beehives that he would tap the honey from.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All
So
right. So let's bring this home, Helen.
okay, so short form video isn't going anywhere. If anything, it's becoming even more important for creators and businesses who want to stay visible online. It truly is. It needs to be part of your branding package, part of your marketing. But that doesn't mean you need to sacrifice your time, your energy, or your sanity. AI can handle repetitive parts of the process, the captions, the scripting, the formatting, and even the brainstorming. I love brainstorming with chat. That leaves you free to focus on what truly matters, your message, your creativity, and your connection with your audience. And that's what makes short form video creation not only manageable, but enjoyable. If you want some help with creating your short form videos, just send us a message and let's get set up on a 30-minute discovery call to help to see how we can assist you with that. And with that, we are out of here. So from me, it is Hei Kone Rā until next Sunday. Cheers.
See everybody next Sunday. Or on Friday and Friday.
Friday. We almost forgot Friday. Friday, we
Yes.
have our AI open office, which is amazing because we cover a wide range. I mean, we went from what, music to,
Well, this coming Friday actually is a special one because I'm going to be showing people how to set up and use Claude Cowork for the very first time.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That'll be fun. And
Yeah.
that is on Fridays at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mountain Time.
Yes. This one will probably go over. I'm allowing another 30 minutes because it can be a complicated topic, but I'm going to do my best to make it simpler.
And you're pretty good at breaking down things and making them simple.
Oh, thank you. That's my hope this time.
We'll see everybody next week.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for spending time with us here at Zanekin Studio, where curiosity drives innovation and builders explore what's possible. Until next time.